They begin the drive with Lacey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
And Cook has it, left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They go play action, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Courtney Upshaw in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
319.
Off the play fake to Lacey. Here's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On first down, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jeff Janis, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have retaken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, here's Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there at 22.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. Tammy's got it, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Really good job by the offense there. Every second counts right now. So for them to get out of bounds and save some time, that's a nice move.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Ryan on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jacob Tammy in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The intensity on the field today has been incredible. And with a shot at the Super Bowl on the line, you understand why. We should be in for a fantastic second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. About halfway through the second, quick pass and catch by Nelson. And the pass and catch will end up going for 31 yards. Later on the drive, Montgomery's the target on the quick pass, and after the short pass, he'll score. They go ahead by 3. Now 1st and 10, tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. They're now on top by 4. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay upward.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On second down, Lacey. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got time. A dump off to Lacey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Spencer Lanning now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ooh, with a juke. Look at the spin.
Balance.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Eric Weems, 79 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.